Welcome everyone to the final week of the AlphaX Apprentice Season 3. In the bottom left corner of Eternal Empire, we have the gold Protoss, Exostriker, and in the top right, as the blue Zerg, it's FireFoX. As our first match of this final cast, we're going to have two titans of Group B fight for supreme dominance. The winner of this match will very likely be the top seed into Code S going into the playoffs, while the other is going to be stuck in like a three-way-ish tie, depending on the results of the other two matches this week. Both players 4-1 in the season so far. Group A, it's already finished up. It's not even spoilers to say, you know, Eric Fire really dominated in Group A. Definitely earned his top seed there. But we're down to the final three matches. Each AlphaX Apprentice match is a best of 5. If you're unfamiliar, if you're just tuning in here at the very end, no one gets eliminated in the group stage, really. Well, a couple people do, but it's mainly to determine who gets placed into Code A, who gets placed into Code S. Both of them have prize pools. Of course, you do want to be a Code S Dragon. Okay, FireFoX is sending out a drone here. This is... Okay, he's gonna take the forward third. A lot of Zergs have been doing this recent... wait, is he though? Oh my god, is he gonna take, like, the bottom left corner base? He is. What the... What the what? Okay, so, how this is gonna play out is Exostriker is going to think his opponent isn't taking a third base. That means he's going to have to prepare for a 2-base all-in, unless he scouts this bottom right corner. FireFoX is going to shut the probe down, make sure he does everything he can to not get the scouted, not raise suspicion. So Exostriker is now like, okay, is he taking like a later time third, or is he going to 2-base all-in me? But he has to scout in again. He's going to have the Stargate. He could go Phoenix first, he could go Oracle first. It's already been scouted here by the Zerg, so he should be putting safety spores down very soon here. It is going to be a Phoenix first, so FireFoX can delay till around the 4-minute mark to start dropping those spores. A nice block on the Adept by the Queen. Is it going to get a drone kill? It will get one, but definitely mitigating the damage there, making it fire on the drones in gas. FireFoX also going to be a little bit supply blocked. He did lose his Overlord right over here. Got picked off by the Stalker. You can see one kill on that Stalker. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to... You know, I could be wrong here, but we're going to meta-analyze what's going on in the players' brains right now. So FireFoX is poking out a wave of lings. Exostriker doesn't know if his opponent's expanded yet. So showing these lings could trigger Exostriker to think that he's being 2-base all-in. Or this is a prelude to a 2-base all-in. He still hasn't sent the Oracle Phoenix across. So this bottom right corner base hasn't even come into play yet. It's really only going to start metagaming Exostriker here when the Oracle go across. And you can see just how careful he's being. He's leaving that Oracle there just in case Lings poke in again, just in case Roach or Ravager shows up. But FireFoX is playing a totally normal game here. He's getting a Roach Warren, he's getting a Lair at completely normal times. You should see him go up to around 45-ish drones. He's sitting around 39 now, and it's going to diminish a little bit thanks to the safety spores. Now, the one thing I could comment on here is the safety spore in the main is a little bit late, but that's fine because he has 2 queens positioned here. Here we go. Exostriker has not seen a third from the Zerg, so he's got to be like, okay, well, in the next minute or so, I'm going to be facing an all-in.
I have met the enemy.
4 gates thrown down here for the golden toss. 5 charge on the way. And you can see how he's not diving on the mineral lines. He's coming home and conserving energy for what he expects to be a 2-base play from the Zerg. He's a little bit indecisive here, but this bottom right corner base has gone totally unscouted. FireFoX going up to 50 drones now, getting a safety spore down there just in case Exostriker does find out about it, but... Perfect. These guys are all high masters to, like, low GM-ish. Okay, shield batteries back home for Exostriker. Look how many sentries! Look how sentry heavy this is! This isn't a Stalker Sentry Immortal, like, push setup. This is a lot of Zealots, this is a lot of Force Field, this is a lot of Sentry energy, and Exostriker has to be totally confused now, because we're at the 6-minute mark, rapidly approaching 6:30, and there's just no all-in coming from the Zerg. There's a small amount of roaches. He's gonna... Has he scouted the fate? Okay, so he scouted the 4th of FireFoX, but he doesn't know it's a 4th. Templar Archives going down here for Exostriker as well. And this is... I mean, the real tell here that FireFoX has gotten into the Protoss's head is the fact that he has neither taken a third or attacked at the 6:40 mark. This attack that he's doing now is way late. It's way delayed. And FireFoX is just spamming roaches, getting out Ravagers. He is met with a little bit of a supply block here, which is going to hurt his defense. And Overseer scouts this. This is going to supply block him even a little bit more. When the Overlords pop, you know, there's going to be some larvae still stacked up thanks to the injects. It's a lot of high temps morphing in. But I think FireFoX might have what he needs to defend this once the next wave of reinforcements pop. Exo trying to get up a third behind this, but again, it's very late. He's got to do damage here. Very nice control here from FireFoX. Not so much. Losing quite a few roaches to those force shields, but he has enough to hang on here as long as he's careful. He needs to keep pumping out reinforcements. And Exo has been defended here. Biles even connecting with the Phoenix and the Oracle, so if Fire wants to push out with some Queens, he could. I don't think he's going to, though. Ooh, lost the Zealot on the retreat there for the Protoss. And a recall forced here for Exostriker. Now, FireFoX wasn't producing off of this base the entire time. He has it on a separate hotkey here, so he's going to have a ton of larva banks if he wants to spend the 600 minerals, 300 gas on roaches and make an assault on the third. But again, he's going to be supply blocked. These supply blocks are really hurting the Zerg. In the meantime, Exostriker is kind of coming back. He's almost evened up the worker count, and the army supply is rising. He has 3 Immortals on the field. He's getting up these high-value Archons. FireFoX finally harnessing the untapped potential of his hidden third, getting out all those larvae. And this could be a setup for a massive concave attack on Exostriker. Exo, with his Zealots a little bit split up here along the column, and he's going to get broadsided by the Roaches. He's trying to regroup. He needs these Zealots out front to shield so the high-value units can deal damage from the back. He uses Force Heals to delay this a little bit. FireFoX accidentally softening up his own front line here, hitting it with Corrosive Bile. Some of it does connect with the Archons. FireFoX beating a hasty retreat back to creep. I think he needs to stutter step a little more. He's going to try to set up a concave at the top of the ramp? No, he's not. Okay. I think he might have, like, entirely let Exostriker back into this game. I mean, sure, he's maxed, but I don't see him being able to push into Exostriker here anytime soon. Neither player believes in upgrades, apparently. Exo's found the hidden base in the bottom right. He's going to take it out. This is very, very, very bad for FireFoX. Down goes the Queen, down goes an Overlord. And FireFoX is just going to YOLO into the process. Protoss third. Exo was trying to take a fourth here. He is going to cancel it so he can get out a few extra Zealots to buy time for his main army to clean up the third of FireFoX and respond to the Roach attack. But it might not be enough. Exo's a little bit supply blocked now. I think FireFoX needed to commit here. Although this is really, 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 really good concave on the Protoss. Exo's stuck here. Alright, that's going to be GG. FireFoX is cleaned up. There's no replenishing this in time for Exostriker to hold the inevitable pressure from FireFoX. FireFoX would have to literally sit out here and do nothing for about a minute and a half. And I don't think he's going to do that. GG, well played is called, and FireFoX takes game number 1. In the bottom right corner of Simulacrum, with his first point on the board in this best of 5, it's the blue Zerg, FireFoX, and in the top left, as the golden Protoss, it's Exostriker. Alright, FireFoX with an early lead in the series, but he kind of gained it through cheese, hiding a base in the bottom right corner, Eternal Empire. FireFoX with your standard hatch gas pool, as it were. Exo being super annoying with the mineral steel micro. Pool about to finish for FireFoX. We should see 4 lings. There it is. And there's ling speed. Exo gonna make absolutely sure he knows if and when his opponent takes the third. Gonna chrono boost an adept here and getting out a Stargate. FireFoX gonna flood 10 lings. Oh dear. I don't. Okay, so he's gonna escort a drone out with 2. This could be a real expand. This could be fake. It could just be like a ling pressure, but okay. This could still be a deep fake, but like. Every second that ticks by makes me think, you know, maybe it's not. Okay, he's still flooding lings here. 18 workers is a really low drone count. Both adepts are out of the wall here for Exostriker, and the Stalker will not be on time. Sixlings are going to close in on the pylon. Snow units in range. In the top left corner of Triton, as the Golden Protoss, it's Exo. And in the bottom right, as the Blue Zerg, it's FireFoX. This is an early drone from FireFoX. What you doing there? He's at 14 supply. Are we gonna see a pool? Are we gonna see a pool first here, FireFoX? Because, this is a shady drone doing shady things. He doesn't look like he's rallied in for the scout. Could this be a... No, you wouldn't. Would you proxy hatch on me, FireFoX? Alright, FireFoX is indeed going for the proxy hatch, and that means a pull first back home. There's a couple ways you can do it. You can bring drones forward and get spines. You can go for the Roach Ravager spine push. You can get queens. This is an interesting location because it's not going to block the nexus of Exostriker. So this is going to go down pretty much for free. 6 probes is enough to cancel it before it finishes, especially with the Zealot being chrono boosted out. FireFoX, this pool a little over halfway done. Well, you know, I guess he could be like delaying the wall here so he can sneak links in. Exo dropping a pylon to block any kind of expand from FireFoX. FireFoX is going to take the 3rd location first. Alright, there's the cancel. Fire is most likely going to try and drop a 2nd proxy hatch. Oh no, he took his expand. Sixlings are coming out here. Wall is not complete just yet for Exostriker. FireFoX just being super annoying, but he isn't sending his lings across the map, he's killing the pylon. Oh my god, it is another proxy hatch. But like, literally, the Adept, these 2 probes and the Zealot will stop it before it finishes. Actually, just the 2 probes and the Zealot will kill this before it finishes. You can see the hit points dwindling. Cancel FireFoX, there it is. Okay, so that's a double proxy hatch into double cancel. And FireFoX is now going into a Baneling nest. Look guys, if you're an Exostriker fan, I'm sorry, but usually like the Protoss can set the pace of the game a lot. This series so far, FireFoX has been the one setting the pace of the game, so it's kind of necessary to talk about him a little bit more. Oh my god, the wings got in the wall, GG. FireFoX takes the series. In the bottom left corner, as the Blue Zerg, it's FireFoX. And in the top right, as the Golden Protoss, it's Exostriker. So, FireFoX already has 3 wins on the board. It's unclear at what point in the series this game took place, but we can assume that Exostriker takes the win, as these are best of 5s. Fortunately, this was labeled as Game 4, so we'll see. But FireFoX already cementing his lead at the top of Group B. Okay, FireFoX takes a perfectly normal 16 hatch. 18 gas, 17 pool. Exo. Gonna get up the Nexus. And then finish walling off. Stargate on the way for Exostriker. This is the same build we've seen in all the previous games. This is most likely, you know, he's supposed to get out like 2-ish Oracles and a Phoenix, 3 Oracles if he's feeling frisky, and go into Resonating Glaives, but we just haven't gotten a chance to see the Resonating Glaives yet, due to the weird play of the Zerg. Okay, FireFoX actually taking a normal expansion this time. Depth shades into the net. It's gonna cancel just a scout on how many drones are down here. FireFoX knows he isn't getting, you know, all-ins. Or Exostriker knows he isn't getting all-in from FireFoX. Here comes the Phoenix. It's gonna get... should be able to get 2 Overlord kills here, actually, even with speed. The second Overlord flying in for the scout. It's like, I don't know if you've ever seen the Stonks meme, but like the Oracle that... or, the Oh! Well, first of all, this is interesting that Exo didn't commit to killing the Overlord. I wonder if that's a mistake. But, it's like the Stonks guy. He's like, yes, I see that it's a Stargate, as the Phoenix is, like, pounding lasers into its ventral sac. Like, into its 6 eyes. There's just laser blasts hitting it, and it's like, oh, this might be a Stargate, bro. I don't know. But a robotics facility going down here for Exostriker. So we should see some immos hitting the field soon. There's a Twilight Council. We'll keep an eye on it to see what kind of tech comes out for the Protoss, but this is the most normal game we've seen so far. FireFoX is going to try to get up to 45 drones and defend the 2-base aggression out of Exostriker without taking too much damage, and Exostriker should be making a play for a third here at some point. Given that he did open with a Stargate. Oh my god, this is Brazen Nidus right in the wall of the Protoss. Now Zealots are going to be warped in to take this out, but in the meantime, FireFoX is going to be pounding at the front, is going to get a kill on the Stalker, and is going to be softening up the Cybercore. Perhaps not as much as he needed to, though. Here pops the second Nidus. I don't know, Kev, that's a lot of Zealots and a lot of firepower. I think that was too cocky of a Nidus here from FireFoX. There's more links coming forward, but they aren't the best to fight a concave of adepts or of zealots, and FireFoX needs to start getting up drones behind this. We're like sinking gas into swarm hosts, doing something, but this ain't dog. FireFoX is getting a Nidus into the main, but he's running his Lings home also for some reason. The Queens are gonna unload for now, but that's another Nidus shut down. FireFoX really kind of fallen apart here. Exo doing a great job at keeping on top of where the Niduses are. You know, he sent his Air Force across to do a little poke at the third. He has Archons on the field, he has Immortals, he's going to use the Warp Prism to elevator them out, shut down this Nidus down here to the bottom. But it doesn't even really matter. FireFoX never unloaded his Queens, so now he's just sitting on a bunch of, like, immobile army supply that is too late to attack into the Protoss. When you're doing a push like this, you can't just rely on links. Like, you need anchors here. You need roaches, you need ravagers, you need swarm hosts as the backbone and main damage dealers of your army. The lings are really just there to, you know, harass, keep outputting damage, make the Protoss waste shots on dealing with the low value units. A nice positioning here from Exostriker, coming in behind the gases and fighting the lings in a choke. He is stuck in a little bit of a concave here, but the Ling's pushing into a convex, and the Roaches dealing damage from behind, but the Immortals and the Archons still holding strong behind this, and the Roaches are going to wither under the fire. GG is called. So our series is going to end with FireFoX as the victor, but Exostriker getting a point.